Hey guys, happy Friday. And it's actually what I'm calling Friday Fuel. I'm going to give you guys some Friday Fuel. And this is something I'm starting. I'm starting today. I'm launching this new thing. Now, it's not always going to be videos. I'm mostly going to probably just be doing posts and things like that where I give tips and whatnot, health tips. But it's going to be a health related post every Friday. I'm launching it today with this video. It's called Friday Fuel. Now, some of you, many of you may know that I started my entrepreneurial journey back in 2022. Okay, so we're going on 4 years now. And I started it before all the real estate stuff came in. I started it with health coaching. And I did it for all the wrong reasons. But when I did that, that's actually how I met the people, Nate and Tabitha, that introduced me to the real estate world, which led to real estate investing and then real estate coaching and now real estate developing, real estate, real estate, real estate. So everything, my brand is real estate. I'm helping people get into real estate investing. If that's you, you know who to reach out to. But the purpose of today is really, I realized that um, as an entrepreneur, and I think a lot of entrepreneurs get this, a lot of high achievers and go getters get this, right? We need to be healthy. We need to be healthy. It's super important. I realized my energy, although I kept the weight off, my energy levels were low. I wasn't sleeping enough. I wasn't focusing on my health. I was eating like crap. And so, anyways, I came back on the program for that reason. But the other thing is, I realized that, I mean, I knew this, but when I did the health coaching, it was short, it was like 6 months, 4 years ago. But when I did the health coaching, that's the healthiest I've ever been. Why? Because there's the social accountability elements, right? How can I be a health coach and other people are relying on me to keep them healthy if I'm not doing my part, if I'm not healthy myself? And so, selfishly, if I want to be the best entrepreneur and business owner and high achiever I can, I'm teaching other people how to live their best life. Well, you can create the best life, but you're not going to be able to live it very long if you're not healthy. And so I'm focusing on that so I can best serve my clients and I can create more impact. So the first reason that I'm going back and I'm going to be I'm adding this to my service offerings. Real estate's the main thing, but I'm adding the health because number one, it's going to hold me accountable. It's going to help me stay healthy. So this is more of a selfish reason, right? It's going to keep me healthy so that I can best serve my clients, not just on the health coaching, but on all of the different facets and things that I'm involved in. So that's number one. Number two is that I actually set a goal before the start of the year. This was in December. I set a goal for 2026. I said I'm going to revamp. I'm going to have my 2026 goals, but I'm going to revamp my long-term vision, my long-term goals now that I'm going heavy on the coaching side of real estate coaching. And so I set a long term goal that I want to impact. So I'm taking this away from how much money I want to make. And I said, I want to impact. Well, how many lives do I want to impact? And I started thinking about it. And I came on the number of 100,000 lives. I want to impact, or I will impact 100,000 lives at least through coaching. And so I'm writing this down. I write my goals down every morning, every evening. I am impacting over 100,000 lives through coaching. I write this down twice a day. And I didn't know how I was going to do it. No idea. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to do this one-on-one coaching. There's no way I'm going to do this even just me one-to-many coaching groups. That's not going to get me there either. I'm like, I don't know how it's going to happen, but I know that the recipe is figure out what you want to do, write it down every morning, write it down every night, and don't worry about the mechanics. That's going to come. And so then, Josh McDermott, who's my coach, I served in the Marine Corps with him, long-term friend, long-term pal. He actually invited me to Dallas, and that happens to be where I'm planning to move later this month, if all goes well. Later this month, moving to Dallas, and he invited me to Dallas for a conference for the health program, the same health program that I started coaching on, the same health program that I lost 50 pounds on back in 2021, 2022, and I've seen so many other people have tremendous progress, including my dad, including my sister. Lots of people have been impacted by this. And I'm like, all right, you know what? I got to go look at apartments anyways. Why don't I just take along for the ride? I haven't seen this guy in 15 years. So I went for the ride and I heard about what they're doing in this world. Now, they recently got these clinical trials back, and uh, basically found that 9 out of 10, so this is the third reason I'm going to do this, okay? 9 out of 10 Americans have what they call metabolic dysfunction. Okay, they're low on energy. Their metabolism isn't working the way it should. They're pre-diabetic. You know, they have precursors for all sorts of preventative health issues and diseases. They have brain fog. They just feel slow and fat and sluggish and lazy, right? And I'm not saying this to be mean. This is just how people feel, you know. And I've felt this way myself not that long ago, and I'm still working through it. But I'm feeling all these improvements. So 9 out of 10, that is a startling fact. 9 out of 10 Americans have some form of metabolic dysfunction. And so, wow, you know, when I realized this, like, wow, that's incredible. And so the opportunity's right there in front of me. And how do I impact 100,000 lives? You know, this is a network marketing opportunity. So if anybody's familiar with network marketing, you know, they have the business set up for you. It's plug and play kind of thing. So you set up and then you start impacting people and you start building a team beneath you. And those team members, some of them will become coaches because they're going to start sharing the program, right? And other people are going to want to get on board. So without me trying to go hire a bunch of people to build a team and create my own product, I'm like, that wouldn't be what, you know, that's me getting into the health industry. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just adding this as a service because there's already a product that has worked wonders for me. There's already a product and a program that works wonders for me. So this is a way to help me get to that 100,000 lives, impact 100,000 lives through coaching. um, but it's also the fact that people in America need this. This is a massive problem. I don't even need to say this. We all know this. You know, you go to restaurants, you go to the grocery store, everything around us is just loaded with crap, loaded with salt and added sugar and high fructose corn syrup and terrible fats that are just horrible for you. And so all these different things, and it's around us. So it's not like it's your fault. You know, we're here in America, we're put in this environment. It's not our fault until now, until you know that there's a solution, right? And there's a way out of it. So, hey, if you know, anyways, if you're feeling this way, if you're feeling sluggish and slow and hard to get out of bed, low motivation, you feel unhealthy, you feel like it's hard to move, you know, it's hard to think, you don't have much motivation, any energy, all these different things. These are the things that I felt, and as you can see, my energy right now, I'm just, you know, I'm glowing, I'm excited, because I really want to help people. Real estate's my focus. That's the big game plan. That's how I'm building wealth. So, but this is health and wealth. They go together. And so, you know, if any of these things are stuff you're struggling with, you can reach out to me at any point in time. I got a short quiz you can take. It'll take like 2 minutes. Do the quiz. We'll jump on a call. We'll just see where your health's at and see if this is something, you know, that's actually going to help you, that can actually solve whatever problem that you have. And you know if this is you, right? I mean, 9 out of 10 Americans. So it's probably something you're struggling with. Some more than others, right? Some more than others. Some show up as overweight, obese. Some do not. Some are hidden underneath the skin. You've got other issues that you're dealing with. But this program has helped me in many ways beyond just losing 50 pounds. That's why I'm back on it now. I'm trying to lean up my figure, put on some muscle mass, and really improve my energy levels. Because I'm also looking to start a family, and you know, that day when I have a family and I got the thriving business, you know, if I'm just there working my tail off at the business all day, sweating like a dog, and I come home and I'm just dead, I have no energy left, how am I even going to serve my family? I'm not, right? So I need the energy. I need the energy. And I see so many moms and dads and families that are doing this as well, that are having a lot of success. So anyways, that's really it. I just wanted to announce, let everybody know, hey, I'm doing this again. There's a reason I'm doing it. It ties into everything else that I'm doing. It goes right along with, you know, the impact that I'm trying to create. And this is a massive, massive issue we're dealing with in America. So let's tackle it. It's not a Band-Aid fix. So many people want the Band-Aid fix. Give me a pill. Give me a supplement. You know, give me a surgery. Okay, well, you're going to do the surgery, and then you're going to go right back to the unhealthy habits that you've had your entire life that are ingrained into your system. It's not just going to disappear because you did a surgery and poof, you're better, right? It's not going to happen that way. You got to build up the healthy habits. And so that's what we do. We start with nutrition, we get you focused on nutrition and getting the health under control. That's the starting point. But then we add in healthy habits of motion, healthy habits of sleep. Okay, you're moving around before you even exercising. You're just moving around more. Then you're exercising more. Then you're working on your sleep. Okay, your mindset. And then we're looking at long-term longevity. How do you live longer? I mean, there's all sorts of studies out there for this stuff. So lots of great things. Lots of great things. I would love to bring you guys onto this journey with me. I'm really excited about this. So reach out again if you have any questions. That's it for today. But be on the lookout every Friday. Okay, every Friday I'm going to do a Friday fuel. I'm going to give you guys some Friday fuel to launch off the weekend right, to launch off last day of the work week, and then you can take that into the next week as well. Josh McDermott, let's go, buddy. Yeah, Josh is looking. Josh is watching. Um, Awesome coach, man. Stellar dude. He's been on this journey with me. And guess what? This is an example. Josh is an example of a guy who just never gives up on people. Man, this guy, I would ignore him when I thought I didn't need the program. I would ignore him for months and months and months. And he just kept on following up. He just kept on following up. And then when I needed him, I knew he was there because he kept on following up. And then he invited me to Dallas. I mean, just this brother stuck with me, and that's what I want to do for you guys. So if you're looking for a solution, I got the answer. And exactly, Josh. Okay, so Josh told me the saying, "Don't take what you get, create what you want," and that's something I repeat a lot because it's absolutely true. This is the thing that avalanched and totally changed my life, like flipped the script for me, is that thinking. That's what the Flow Authority, my company, is all about. It's really helping you, putting you back in the driver's seat of your own life. What is it that you want in life? That's what this is all about. But again, if you're not healthy, you're not going to be around to enjoy the benefits of that life you create. So, all right, guys, appreciate it. Look forward to some Fridays together and reach out if you need anything.